Hey guys, it's Heather here, and I just got my level 5 Valkyrie. I've been super excited to use them. I just used them for the very first time in this war in Red Rhinos, and they're killers. They're absolutely awesome. So I wanted to bring you these attacks and show you these mass Valkyrie attacks, tornado attacks. It looks like a whirlwind just exploded on the base. It's pretty sweet, pretty awesome. And wanted to talk to you about what can go wrong with this attack, what to look for, and ultimately what you guys need to do to change up your base, because this attack is going to be rolling all over your base if you're still, using those anti-golem ring bases. It's just prime for these bases. So when new updates come out, it's time for us to adjust. Maybe there'll be a nerf to Valkyrie, but I don't see a nerf to Valkyrie coming until we've adjusted to it and seeing if, can you really defend against this kind of attack? So let's get into it. Let's see my very first mass Valkyrie attack. So starting this attack out, this base is just right for it. It still has some separate compartments, but I can take 4 Earthquake and get into the center core, and in the core are where the Infernos are. I can get to the Archer Queen quickly. It's where the Expos are. It's where the Clan Castle is. So this base looks really good for it. Use 4 Earthquake to open it up. I take 2 Golems with some follow-up wizards behind just to funnel them in, and once that funnel's created, I descend in about my 25 or so Valkyrie right into the center of the base, use rages, don't even worry about heals, and just rage them through the core, and that entire core is taken down in just seconds. My heroes are at full health. There's a Lava Hound that was in the Clan Castle, which is kind of a pain when that splits and they start following all my troops. So that's something to look out for, but I don't think a Lava Hound as deadly as it used to be. It's not really the ultimate Clan Castle troop to have against these Valk attacks, because the Lava Hound, unless it explodes, is not going to do anything at all to your Valkyrie. And the Queen's able to take care of the rest of those lava pups. Still have a pack of Valkyries, still have my heroes at full health, have some Golemites, and this base is just completely ripped apart in less than 2 minutes. Max Town Hall 10. It wasn't a completely open base, but open enough that I could get into the ring with the 4 Earthquake and then just allow the Valkyrie to rage on through these other walls, and the few wizards that I have and the Archer Queen to be able to shoot over the walls and take out those other buildings. So basic army setup for this attack. I like to take 2 golems. I tried it with 1 golem. I think you need the 2 golems to be able to create a wide enough funnel. There's probably other troops you could bring along to help funnel those Valkyrie in, but more importantly, your Archer Queen. You're going to see on one of my attacks, I lose my Archer Queen, and that ruins it right there. So 2 golems so you can create a wide funnel to make sure you get your Archer Queen and your Valkyrie into the center. As far as spells go, you're going to be using either jumps or Earthquake. Earthquake's going to be probably more helpful to be able to open up a lot of compartments at once, but if you can get away with jumps, that's even better. And then you're going to want 3 to 4 rages, depending on how many jumps and Earthquakes you're going to need to take. I don't even use heals. You don't even need heals for the Valkyrie. They're so fast. And they have those golems to help tank a little bit at the front, so you're totally okay. You may need to take some wall breakers to help get into that first layer of walls, and then also take some wizards, 4 to 6 wizards to be behind those golems at the front to create your funnel. And those are really good too, because they can shoot over walls and they can kind of help with the Clan Castle. Now, the Clan Castle is going to be a huge determining factor on this. You're going to see in some of these replays where the Clan Castle, it all comes down to the Clan Castle. Dragons and balloons, yeah, they're a big factor. Those are going to be good things to put in the Clan Castle to defend against this. Ground troops are just going to be ripped apart by Valkyrie. So you may want to take a poison or 2 with you with your spells to deal with the Clan Castle. If you can pull the Clan Castle, it might be a good idea to pull it and then deal with it, because you can see these attacks rip through a base in no time. Even just pulling the Clan Castle and having it out there towards the front so your Queen will deal with it is probably a good way to go. Okay, so let's watch another one of these mass Valk attacks. It's Optimus Prime going in against a Max Town Hall 10. You can see very common anti-golem base with the ring does really well for the mass golem attacks. Not so well against mass Valk, let me tell you. So he's going to start out creating that wide funnel using the 2 golems and using wizards behind. He's going to go ahead and create 1 opening for everybody to funnel through. Sends his Barbarians Barbarian King, Archer Queen, sends a smaller pack of Valk. I like to send all the Valks at once, but he just sends them in one group up front, and then I think he's gonna fall here through. Yep, here comes the rest of the Valk coming up the backside. Clan Castle's coming out. It does have a loon in the Clan Castle, but a lot of smaller troops. Those front Valkyrie are just going to rip through, and you see once all the Valkyrie get into the core, they just absolutely rip through everything. The Teslas, the Town Hall, the Inferno Towers, the Expos, everything that is important on this base is down. His Archer Queen is at full health. He has a full Golem in the back that's tanking for. Barbarian King has used the ability, but he is also at full health. And you can see there's hardly any defensive buildings left. He's got a Golem that went up the left side that has a wizard behind it that's doing a lot of damage, taking out all those buildings. And you can see in just like a minute how this base has been completely destroyed. There's only a few point defenses left. He's got, his heroes are full. He's got a ton of Valkyrie alive. Still has that Golem and wizard that's working their way up. They're all gonna join and meet at the top of the base. And this base was just completely destroyed. So you can see these ring bases, these open layout bases, they're nothing for Valks. So base change gotta happen, guys. So let's talk about some things to look out for with this attack. This attack, I just take the one Golem because I figure I can funnel enough, take enough of this outside out with my wizards and the one Golem to be able to get everybody inside. So I break through with some wall breakers, send in my Barbarian King, my Valkyrie, my Queen. You know, the Eagle Artillery starts targeting my Queen, not a big deal. Use some more wall breakers to break through, get my Valks on the Eagle, and they take it down. But you see right here, I've lost my Queen. Queen's not going in. Have a jump spell to get everybody into the core. Just have a few wizards, bunch of Valkyrie, and you see what comes out of the Clan Castle. Was not expecting this. Loons and a dragon. And right here, I'm just like, crap. You know, I have my wizards there. The wizards are in a rage. They're working on that dragon. But the problem right now is that that Expo is going to turn on the wizards, and they're distracted by the Clan Castle troops, and they get taken out. And so I still have a balloon and a dragon. I have these two earthquake. I don't know why I didn't have poison. Huge mistake right there. You see that the dragon just has a fraction of health left, but doesn't matter. He's just gonna do damage, work on the golems. I just have a few troops that are alive. My Queen is now down, and I have a rage. I have a minion. I have a couple of earthquake that's just like, it's just pointless. This is not gonna be a 3-star. So big mistake there on my part. If you have some extra space, yeah, make sure that you take poison. I don't know why I was taking earthquake. I think I was just thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a lava hound like everything else. So surprise, surprise, was not. And what could have been a 3-star and probably should have been a 3-star on that attack got ruined for two things. One, I didn't take the Golem to help funnel my Queen into the center. I think that would have really helped to be able to clear more of that side so I didn't lose her down the side. And number two, not having a means to deal with the Clan Castle with just my 6 wizards that made it into the center. So could have been, should have been. Yep, big mistakes. Now during this same war, Idue tried the same attack against their number 4. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Right off the bat, you can see this is a much better base design to be anti-Valkyrie. They have a lot of compartments going on. It's really difficult to be able to earthquake and open up a large section of the base. The Infernos are in separate compartments. You have key defenses like Expos. They're all in separate compartments. So it's going to be really difficult for the Valks to be able to get in there and take everything down all at once. Now he approaches this from the southwest side. That's also going to be hurtful too, because you're going to want to take the Clan Castle probably dead center and not have your troops pulled up towards the Clan Castle away from one Inferno towards another one. So you can see a lot of his troops go up towards the Clan Castle. They never make it through that Inferno. You can see the Teslas are in a separate compartment on the back end, just firing and pounding on the golems. So a lot of things that are going to be effective here with this base design to thwart the Valkyrie attack. Probably something that could have been helpful on this attack is to just take one Inferno on at a time. You don't want to be taking on 2 Infernos, having those 10 streams, being able to hit your Valkyrie as they're approaching them at the side. So approaching this from the northwest side probably probably would have been more helpful, and that way he would have been able to take on the clan castle before having to deal with all the Infernos and the Teslas and everything. The problem with that though is, you know, again, this base has all these compartments, so trying to figure out how you can get into the center of the base and open it up using jumps and for earthquake and still having enough rage for your Valkyrie. So still, you know, really great attack, getting into the high 70s against a Town Hall 10, but some things to look out for when you're doing your base design to be able to stop these attacks. You can see on that second attack by Optimus Prime against their number 2, he still 3-stars it, but it wasn't a fast 3-star, and it was, you know, came down right to the wire there with that Expo. A couple of things could have changed in favor of the defense on that, and that would have been a 2-star attack. So a lot of compartments are going to be helpful at stopping these attacks because you just don't have enough wizards and, you know, even your Archer Queen to be able to shoot over and take down all of those buildings that are behind their own little compartments, and the Valkyries really get hung up on walls. So the best bases to look for this attack are those ring, wide open bases where you can use earthquake or jump to be able to get your Valkyrie everywhere they need to go. Bases where the defenses are compact together, especially if they're all in the center in that juicy core, and you can see how fast the Valkyrie can take down a section of buildings that are all compact together. Alright guys, that wraps it up for me. Like I said, I just barely got my Valkyrie yesterday to level 5, so not a great in-depth ultimate guide to tornado attacking at Town Hall 10, but hey, we're getting there, and I'm just excited. 3-star attacking at Town Hall 10 using multiple types of troops. So yeah, it's here. Hopefully it's gonna stay for a while. Hopefully we're gonna be able to adapt, get some great defenses coming against these kind of attacks, and we're making Town Hall 10 a fun place to be. If you like this video, be sure to share it with your clanmates, share it with your friends, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you haven't already, download the Bindle app. You can get it by going to classtutor.com/Bindle and then join the room #ClashTutor. We are 100 people away from being the #1 room on Bindle, and that's because of all the great people that are in there helping everybody with their war attacks and getting better at Clash of Clans. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.